In the crucible of life, there comes a moment when we're confronted with a weight of a decision that will define us. It's that pivotal juncture where choices collide, where the easy path beckons with its comfort, but the hard road calls to our character, demanding our strength, courage, and resolve. Today, we're going to delve into the heart of these challenging decisions, exploring the crucible moments that shape our destinies and define our humanity.
Won't waste another minute. No, I won't. I'm a
Here's the
man
million
of
dollar question: how do men like us reach our full potential, grow into the men we dream of being, while taking care of our responsibilities, working, being good husbands, fathers, and still take care of ourselves? Well, that's the big question. In this podcast, we'll help you answer those questions and more. My name is Brent, and welcome to the Fallible Man Podcast. Life often presents us with choices that seem impossibly difficult, where the path forward is shrouded in uncertainty and riddled with sacrifices. These are the moments that test the very essence of who we are, demanding that we dig deep into our reservoirs of resilience and introspection. Making truly hard choices requires us to weigh the values, dreams, and principles that guide our lives against the stark realities of the world around us. It's a journey into the heart of our convictions, where we must summon our inner strength to navigate the tumultuous waters of uncertainty and emerge perhaps scarred, but undeniably stronger on the other side. By the way, my name is Brent, and welcome to the Fallible Man Podcast, your home for all things man. Big shout out to Fallible Nation. That's our private community. There's details below on that. And a warm welcome to our first time listeners. Thanks for checking us out today. And today we're diving into the topic that's been a hallmark of masculinity for ages: the ability to make those tough decisions. One of those defining characteristics of men is our capability to handle hard choices. I'm not saying that women can't make hard choices, but men are generally looked to when those really painful and harsh decisions need to be made. It has something to do with the fact that we can set emotions aside frequently and just look at what actually has to happen. It's frequently seen as a more masculine trait, actually. The idea that men are built to tackle tough decisions has a deep historical root, too. We've always been seen as the ones who step up when things get tricky, whether it's at home, in the workplace, or out in the world. We've been brought up to be stoic, take charge, and make those calls when the going gets tough. But how has this idea evolved over time, right? It's a different world today than it was 100 years ago or 200 years ago. Well, over the years, our roles and society's expectations have certainly shifted. Women have stepped up in roles that were once reserved for men. Society has become equal in most regards between the sexes, and that's great. I'm the father of two daughters. I'm all about what my daughters can do. But let's be honest, it hasn't changed the fact that as men, we're still often looked to when the heat's on. Our ability to make those hard choices hasn't disappeared, it's just become a little bit more nuanced. So, what does that look like in practice? Well, to make hard decisions, a unique set of skills is essential. First and foremost, one must cultivate emotional intelligence. We've talked about that in episodes before, as navigating difficult choices often involves managing one's own emotions and understanding the emotional landscape of the people impacted by those decisions. Critical thinking and analytical skills are paramount to making tough decisions. It allows individuals to dissect complex situations, weigh pros and cons, and envision potential outcomes. The ability to adapt and stay resilient in the face of adversity is crucial, as hard decisions can lead to unexpected challenges and resistance. Moreover, effective communication skills are essential for conveying the rationale behind choices made, maintaining transparency, and fostering truth in the decision-making process. The process of making decisions, especially tough ones, typically involves several strategies. It begins with identifying the problem or situation at hand, defining the objectives, and gathering all the relevant information. Once armed with the data, and you guys know I'm big into data, one must evaluate the alternatives and their potential consequences, considering short-term versus long-term implications, engaging in careful reflection and seeking advice to put our input from trusted sources can aid in gaining device perspectives. Ultimately, a decision is made and the steps required the courage to commit to a course of action. It's where a lot of people struggle, is finally making that decision and just hard committing to your choice. Post-decision is crucial to monitor and assess the outcomes, adjusting if necessary, and learning from the experience. Making hard decisions is a dynamic process that demands a combination of skill, intuition, and courage. So you might wonder why we're talking about making hard decisions. You're going, okay, Brett, get to the point. All right, so let's get to the punchline. Because the whole reason we're having this discussion is because the truth of the matter is that many of us have some hard decisions that we're procrastinating on in our lives. Fingers pointing back at me on this one too, guys. Not just pointing at you. Decisions that we're making excuses for so we don't have to face them, or that we're just too lazy and comfortable to face. Scary, uncomfortable, hard, unpopular decisions that will require effort and discipline. Gentlemen, this is a come to Jesus moment, because all of us have things in our life that we're putting off. So let me ask you, and I want you to ask yourself, if you're brave enough, what decisions are you avoiding right now that you know you should be making and facing? Decisions that will make your life better. Decisions that will make you healthier, happier, more successful, more fulfilled in the long run, that we may have been avoiding because of, short-term discomfort, struggle, difficulties, pain. We don't like to be in pain very much these days. Gentlemen, you are built tough. You are built with the ability to choose to sacrifice in the short term to achieve in the long term. It's part of your DNA as a man. Stop waiting, stop procrastinating, and make the choices you know you need to live the life you dream of. You're not alone in this. It will not be easy, but I promise it will be worth your time and it will be worthwhile for you. Gentlemen, face the hard decisions so you can move forward, so you can live the life that you've always wanted to, and you'll be stepping in the right direction. Be better tomorrow because of what you do today. We'll see you on the next one.
This has been the Fallible Man Podcast, your home for everything man, husband, and father. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a show. Head over to www.thefallibleman.com for more content and get your own Fallible Man gear.